Hi everyone, welcome to DCG. I'm going to cover design inspirations today with you. It's an area that I find when introducing design can facilitate the design process, particularly design iteration when students are trying to look at things that inspire them and to incorporate them into their design solutions. So as you'll see, I have a specific template for doing this type of design inspiration activity. So design inspirations are implicit within the design process. Inspiration is a feeling of enthusiasm you get from someone or something, which gives you new and creative ideas. In the design process, you will naturally draw upon examples directly related to or not related to the subject that you are inspired to incorporate into the design ideation process. The inspirations can be anything, so long as they are appropriate. The purpose of this activity is to develop your ability to draw up inspirations as part of your design process, enabling your creative capacity as a designer. So, for example, with this particular activity, this is a very, what I would call a focused activity. And what I've done is it's a resource I use for my wood technology classes. However, design is design, and in the context of DCG we can transfer the same particular thinking that is applied here to what we need to do. So for my particular class at the moment, you're looking at designing game controllers. In this example here we have an activity looking at amphibious vehicles can travel on both land and water for the purposes of traversing open channels and so forth. So we have a transport mood board to help us draw inspiration. So this transport mood board contains an excavator, a helicopter, a bus, a lorry, an airplane, a car, a train, a bicycle, a cruise ship, and a motorbike. And these are very typical modes of transport. So we begin by exploring our mood board, okay? And this mood board would be generated in advance by me to represent types of transport that are there, okay? And there's different uses for each of those. So we can see here now that once we have those, that mood board, we can then look at the ones that inspire us the most. Now, this is a very set way of doing it. However, you might have 2 to 3 different themes within your mood board. For example, you might have football, you might have music, you might have the transport as well. And from that you're going to draw certain inspirations that align with your thinking. So for example, I'm just focusing on transport here. I have 3 inspirations selected: the cruise ship, the excavator, and the helicopter. And what I want to do is I want to analyze and empathize with the design brief, and I want to define the problem and see the opportunity. So from here I need to look at each of those 3 I have chosen: the excavator, the helicopter, and the cruise ship, from the following perspectives: function, shape and form, aesthetic, materials, and so on. You'll see the little rubric that I have there. Okay, so we're going to use those 6 different things. Texture and color in there as well. They're the 4th, 5th and 6th. So I have those 6 lenses through which I analyze each of those particular inspirations. So if I were looking at the excavator through shape and form, I would see that there are angular shapes, rectangular shapes, jagged edged shapes. I would see maybe slight curved shapes. If I was looking at the aesthetics, I see maybe a kind of a clean exterior. I see glass. I know that's a material, but it has a particular look to it, shiny. I see kind of dark, matte kind of Texture, I see, with the tracks, a kind of a rough, grippy texture. The materials I see, well, if I think about an excavator, they're most likely going to be made from metal, okay, steel, glass. The colour, orange for the main body. The glass has a transparent look to it, but with reflection of the sky, might look a little blue. And then the functionality is this: the cabin of the actual excavator can rotate 360 degrees. The tracks move forward and back. The arm of the excavator can be extended to reach, grab, dig, pull. Okay, so there are lots of movement features associated with the functionality of the excavator. And I apply then those 6 lenses to the cruise ship and the helicopter, and I am from there able to create lists of things, and you can add extra stuff if you identify it, and I'm able to then build a picture of what this might offer me in terms of a design inspiration for, in this case, like an amphibious vehicle. So for me then, I look at, well, the tracks from the excavator might be suitable for the amphibious vehicle when it gets to land, to help it to get up out of water. Okay, maybe even the grab feature of the bucket of the excavator could be something that comes out from the front of this amphibious vehicle to grip onto a surface to help pull it forward, because when you're transitioning from water to land, it can be very difficult depending on the nature of the ground or the soil or whatever is at the base of the water adjoining to the land. So from there then I might look at applying a colour from the excavator or the helicopter or whatever it may be, and I start to generate different ideas relating to all 6 aspects that you have analysed. So take the time, have a look at it. For my own class, in the context of the controller, the game controller, apply the 6 lenses: function, shape, form, aesthetic, texture, materials, and colour. Okay? And if you want to make a game of it, give yourself 80 minutes. Okay? And then do a little assessment there, the Diamond 9 at the end. Okay, that'll be more for a class situation. Okay? Thank you.